Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here with the Pick Dogs Morning Show, man. Money Making Friday. Looking to do the damn thing. We got NHL, college hoops, and NBA. Same thing we've had for the last week. We're still trying to cook this shit up, man. Baseball is on the horizon, so we will be adding another sport to talk about here momentarily, but it ain't here quite yet. It's still spring training going on, but unfortunately, I'm too deep. Yeah, unfortunately though, I'm too knee deep in college hoops and NBA, man. It's that time of year in college hoops, man. Tomorrow, the last huge day before the actual madness begins, man. We talked about some tournaments yesterday. We'll talk about some more today. Ready to talk through it with the guys, man. I got the franchise player with me today and Costi Durant. Chris, what's happening?
And not a whole lot, like you said. It is time for the crazy part of the year for college hoops to start. We got, tomorrow is the last big, huge college hoop Saturday. And even then, it's not the biggest one we've had because a lot of teams are already eliminated. So still close to 100 games, I think, tomorrow, but it doesn't seem as bad. And gives us a little bit more opportunity to lock in. But with that comes, the narratives that you have to look at. Who's clinched? There are certain teams that are already out of the conference tournament. There are more. I think this is the first year where some of the power conferences had cutoffs with how many teams could get into the conference tournament. So you got to really delve deep into it, find out who's playing for what. Sometimes senior day isn't enough anymore. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting cap today to look at some of the games, but we're still gonna make some money with it. So I'm ready to break it down with you guys.
Let's do the damn thing. Costi, what's happening, buddy?
Man, it's been an up and down week. I feel like I'm just kissing my sister here with the games, not really getting ahead, but not behind. Been a lot of good spots and situations, and they just didn't pay out. But every single day, my group and myself, we're always looking at getting the better value on the spread. And even if the game loses, and the closing line was what I put in better than the closing line, then it's a win. In the long run, you're going to win more than you lose. Even the best of us, we lose 40% of the time. We win 60% of the time. So can't just expect to win every day, but just got to wake up, do the same exact process, eat the same exact breakfast, go over the exact same process every day. I don't know if Chris switches it up on Fridays for different breakfasts, but that's how you got to do it, man. Got to stay alive. You're saying baseball's not here. I've been playing baseball for 3 weeks. College baseball is great. You ever bet college baseball, Jay?
Occasionally, sporadically, nothing.
Do you know the run lines in college baseball? They're not 1.5.
Nah.
4.5. 3.5. 5.5.
Didn't George Mason had like a 23-run second inning the other day? I'm like, you guys don't get tired just keeping on running the bases? Like,
no, they're 19 years old.
Fair.
Did you run the bases when you were 19?
Man, I run the bases when I play softball now. Who the hell are you kidding?
What position do you play? Infield? Catcher.
Yeah. Catcher or first base, the two positions that have the least amount of movement in the field. Mainly because I'm a liability when I have to move that much.
So when you hit the ball,
yeah,
you're a pinch runner. Be honest.
No. Only if I get hurt. No, I don't. I am deceptively quick for my size.
Do you slide?
No, you can't slide.
I can't slide.
Can't slide, can't lead off. Or like lead off the base when you're on base.
I need you to send me a video. I need to see this. The Ruffalo in the wild. I need the Ruffalo in the wild video.
I'll see if I can get it. My softball season starts in April, so.
Oh, really? Oh, you really do play softball?
Yeah. Nice. Softball and inline hockey.
You goalie?
No, forward.
Imagine Chris is a forward. Just bowl you over.
Okay, but see, here's the thing. I stand in front of the net and I just collect the garbage. Like I'm the screen.
Oh, you're a cherry picker.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not
You're a cherry picker.
First of all, hold on. First of all, I'm not a cherry picker because there's no offsides and no icing, so you can't just cherry picking is encouraged. Second of all,
franchise player. What does it say on your jersey? Franchise?
Okay, first the best thing I ever learned when I was playing roller hockey growing up, they don't ask how, they ask how many. Don't ask how you got the goals, they just ask you how many you got.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Ruffalo. Cherry picking motherfucker.
I couldn't hit the ball at first. Like in the first couple games, I hadn't played softball like in like a league in like I hadn't really played since high school. And then I started going to like batting cages more and I started making contact more often. Yeah.
Jay, any softball in your life?
I'm cold. I'm banned from leagues since how good I am.
What are you banned? You're banned from leagues?
Yeah.
For what?
I bat like 800. I score. I'm just so yeah, I'm banned.
You were smoking with the umpire. It banned you from the league.
Man.
Unbelievable.
I gotta take it out to the batting cages when we in Vegas. We there for a little while. I might get in early, so I might take it out to the batting cages so y'all can see.
We gotta go to Top Golf.
See, I'm not.
I'm terrible at golf, but I'll still go because it's fun as shit.
Have you been to Top Golf in Vegas before?
I'd rather go to the batting cages.
Top Golf in Vegas is fun.
Yeah, because you have all the I went there a couple years ago. We did it for March Madness the first night, and literally the whole backdrop of where you're hitting the balls in is just giant screens.
Yeah, it's TVs. Yeah, like they have the games on and shit.
Yeah, it was entertaining. I'm not a big Top Golf
guy. And it's just like it's just funny for me because, like I said, I can't golf worth a shit. So like if I like miss the ball, it just dribbles off. It dribbles off the tee and like rolls over the net.
Yeah, you can't cherry pick in golf, so that's why you don't play golf. You only play sports where you can cherry pick.
Yeah.
Disgusted with you today. I cannot believe that.
Like I said, they don't ask how, they ask how many. The teams I play for only care that I contribute on the scoreboard. They don't care how they get it. And I do.
What kind of shit do you guys play in Canada? This is just terrible. Terrible. Disgusted.
At least we play it.
Too. Tell us about these conference tournaments and the seeds. Give me something to like. Just disgusted with you right now. How are you a cherry picker? Like, do you just not ever go back and play defense? You're just
I do. No, I do. But like I said, my team just tells me that like we know you're a liability back here, so you might as well just stay where you're useful.
Sickening.
My size works against me in some places. Some places it works for me.
Well,
some goalies are like 5'6",
that's
5'9" on skates. You try seeing around me when I'm standing in front of you, it doesn't happen.
Where's the jam session?
All right, so
there will not be one today.
What?
No jam session today.
No,
I don't feel like doing it.
I'll boycott.
How about that?
What?
How about that? What if I told you I don't feel like doing it?
Well, tell you go fuck yourself.
Wow.
That's how I feel. Because that I speak for the people. And there will be riots.
No jam session today.
What the fuck is going on? It's Freaky Friday over here.
I thought Jay would have been a lot happier when I told him about the latest bracketology going into the last kind of.
Tell the folk about it. Tell the folk about it. The folk need to know.
So we look at the bubble. This is Joe Lenardi on ESPN. This is the one that I usually go to. Last 4 buys are Utah State, Georgia, God help us, Ohio State.
Whoa. Back up. The Mike Whites?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Georgia.
Okay.
It was the win over Florida, I think, that did it.
Okay, Mike Whites.
And last but not least, or last but certainly least, who knows, depending on how you look at it, Arkansas.
Them Calipari boys. Turn me
Say it
up.
louder. Say it.
Arkansas.
Now,
Arkansas Razorbacks.
now they got a big game
Ooh.
tomorrow. How much weight do you think that game holds?
Who they play tomorrow?
Mississippi State.
Mississippi State is. Where's Mississippi State on here? They're an 8 seed, so it would have some weight. They're playing a team closer to their level. I think it's still a quad 1 game, so that'll definitely have some weight to it. Or no, sorry, it's a quad 2 game. So if they lose a quad 2 game, it'll definitely hurt them more than it'll help them if they win, unless they win by margin. So so they get a win, I think it'll solidify it. If they lose, they could go back onto the last 4 in or maybe first 4 out discussion. We'll have to see. And if for whatever reason they get bounced early from the SEC tournament, they're cooked. Where's
Maryland ranked right now? Is it 4 seed?
Maryland is overranked, whatever they're ranked. They're a 4 seed.
Yeah.
Chris, who do you like? Because you don't like nobody. So who do you
I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. I actually do like Maryland. They've actually been playing well. They got the win for me against Michigan. That's all I care about. They're scheduled, they're projected to play Liberty.
Liberty.
Thank God.
I don't know. I kind of might take Liberty plus the points.
You're out of your mind.
Plus the points.
Saying, don't worry, we will be picking.
Plus the points.
We're going to pick games in a couple minutes. Chill out. The games will be picked. I mean, we know there's early games, so it's fine.
I might go Liberty plus the points in that one.
Depends on what the line is.
Nah.
Like if I looked at the line right now, just a projection,
I think it would be like Maryland, like 7.5, and I would take Liberty plus the points.
If I put in Maryland on a neutral floor, no more. What I'm seeing has them as 11.5.
Oh yeah.
But
then you got to run neutral floor, so you got to take 3 points off. So then you get your better.
No, I have it set up as a neutral floor. I have it set up at neutral floor.
The boys did ball on the road the other day. Got to give them some.
If they were at home, be 14.
See, I thought it'd take about 3 points off. Okay. Liberty.
I'm not worried about Liberty. Maryland's been balling on the road. That's what makes me excited about the next few weeks. They struggled. I was worried about them outside of the Xfinity Center, but now they're balling on the road, man.
They still have more wins in the Xfinity Center than the Wizards.
Still, yes. The Wizards are not catching up.
That's crazy.
No. That's Georgetown. Georgetown has more home wins than the Wizards. Georgetown plays and the Wizards play at Capital One.
Oh yeah,
where the Capitals play.
Fair enough. There is a jam session today, y'all. Of course, I'm trolling. And I just finished the graphics for it. I already shot it. So
the simulation I use, even if Arkansas lost to Mississippi State, they wouldn't fall further than the last 4 in.
So we in.
We get the Calipari boys on Tuesday.
It depends. It depends on how it goes. If they win, they're in. It's without question. If they lose, they have to have a good showing at the SEC tournament. I don't want Oklahoma in the tournament. That's for damn sure.
Do you have an early line for that game tomorrow?
For Mississippi
Arkansas,
State.
Mississippi. Yeah.
Let me see. Hold on. The line again. My line could be off.
Yeah.
They've got Arkansas -2.
They on the road though, or they at home?
No, they're at home.
Oh yeah, we laying that shit tomorrow. We on that. Who kind of fun?
So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, so then the last four in the two play-in games would be San Diego State, Indiana, Boise State, Xavier. First four out: Oklahoma, North Carolina, Texas, Nebraska.
What was North Carolina preseason? Top 8? They were top 5.
Yeah, weren't they top? Yeah, they were top 5, I thought.
Ain't nothing worse than Kansas. They had them boys number 1.
North Carolina was 9.
Yeah, but at least Kansas is making it to the tournament. I mean, you go from top 10 to not even top 65.
Yeah.
That's bad.
And then the next four out: Colorado State, Cincinnati, SMU, Wake Forest. SMU makes me sad because of how bad
they better get. They can still. They still can get in though, right?
Well, they have to. They have to
do the damn thing in that tournament is what they got to do.
Yeah. If any of those bid stealers in the ACC, like SMU and Wake Forest or North Carolina, are going to do anything, they have to go on a huge run. They have to basically go to the ACC title game, I think, and even then, they might still have to win it. But
The SEC was just buns this year.
Yeah. So, it'll be interesting. I want to see how this bracket shakes out. I can tell you, as soon as Selection Sunday happens, I am going to be so pumped. That's all I'm going to do on the plane to Vegas is just make my brackets. But
I haven't won a bracket since like 2008. Al made a good point. Like somebody was said, what are the chances of getting a perfect bracket? And he said, basically impossible, because you're talking about on average 65 games and a majority of them becoming coin flips. So simply, you're literally doing a coin flip on more than half the games, and that's why it's so impossible. That's why a lot of people that win it are just randomly selecting it. There's not much skill when it comes down to it.
I'm saying, of all the people at Pick Dogs, the people at Pick Dogs last year finished highest in the bracket. I think I was like 6th.
What'd you get for 6th?
Oh yeah, Cost, you're gonna have to set that up again this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna set it up. Haven't decided yet what we're gonna do for access. We're gonna juice it up. We're gonna make it real juicy.
We'll see.
I don't know exactly what we're gonna do.
I'm winning this year. I'm letting all y'all know. So for all y'all in the comments,
Arkansas going to the Final Four.
all y'all in the comments, all the handicappers here, I'm letting y'all know right now. I'm winning.
Sorry, you're gonna have to go through me to get it, and it's like the Royal Rumble. We're all just gonna be talking like it's gonna be me. It's my year. We start pointing at the sign.
I got something for y'all this year. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what I'm gonna do. Last year we did a cash prize, plus we did Jays. What did we do last year? We did Jays NBA playoffs, where the all access with the rated games. We did Ruffalo. You gave out a month of your baseball. Mitch had given something.
Just like I think it was just his plays.
Just his plays. I got to think about this. I'm gonna get it. It's gonna be juicy. I can promise you that. It's gonna be worth it, and it's free. So you watch this show, and you're gonna be able to get in on it. What did we do last year? No, we didn't have hookers and blow, but it's not out of the question. I'm not saying no, but I'm not saying yes. Not saying no. Go ham. Yeah, this is what we do.
Today, man, we got a game starting in about half an hour. High Point. Atlanta 14.5 on Gardner Webb. Next game up, man. My boys, they pushed through for us yesterday. Can they keep the magic rolling? They got a tough task today. They are 11.5-point dogs to the dogs of Drake, man. I don't like Drake. I don't like Drake. We got Stony Brook versus Delaware. We got the Blue Hose of Presbyterian, 1-ho, 2-ho, red-ho, blue-ho versus Radford. Illinois State versus Belmont. NCAAM versus Hofstra. West Carolina versus Mercer. Georgia State versus Marshall. UNC Cashville versus Charleston Southern. Ball State versus Miami, Ohio. I guess is where we'll stop. And then we'll come back and do the rest in one swoop. Franchise player Chris Ruffalo. Not a huge slot to start today, but it's pretty much like all the day action, plus the 5 o'clock, plus the 6 o'clock. So how you feeling?
Yeah, the only one I really like of the early action is Hofstra laying the 8.5. I haven't been high on Hofstra this season, mainly because I just feel like, they've been disappointing for much of the year. There was a lot of expectation for Hofstra coming into the year. Didn't deliver on it. North Carolina A&T was a team that, kind of gave us some value in the underdog role. But the thing is, we just saw this matchup in the final game of the regular season for both teams. Hofstra won by 21 at home. I understand it's a quick turnaround revenge spot, where NCAAM could compete here, but North Carolina A&T has been held to 60 points or less in 5 of their last 6 games. I think at a certain point that offense has to show up, and like I said, they were just held to 49 against Hofstra. So I'll take Hofstra laying the 8.5. And for one of the early games, just to give it out, I'm gonna roll with High Point. They dominated Gardner Webb in the regular season. They won by 23 and 41 in the 2 meetings. High Point was just crushing teams down the stretch. Kind of regret that I didn't look and put this game in as a premium, to be honest. Just I think it's just got blowout written all over it. So give me High Point.
You can't run, man. You can't run. Okay, I'll ask you in a second. Costi, how you feeling?
What do we do? The top
We went through 6 o'clock Eastern.
Up to 6, or I could do 6.
You can do 6.
Through 6 Eastern. We stopped before the 7 o'clock.
Sorry. Multitasking. I like Miami of Ohio here, laying the points. They won by 8 on the road at Ball State. They were only laying 2. They've owned Ball State. Man, over the last 10 games, they're 7-3. They haven't been really good ATS against them over the run, but the last 3 games they've covered. So I just trust them at home. This has been one of those teams that is just super dominant at home. They're the 2nd seed right now in the MAC, and I just see them dominating Ball State again. And just 9.5. I figured the line should have been 11. You're getting value in single digits. Miami of Ohio.
Ohio. I don't like Drake. They overrated. They overvalue, man. We on them Salukis, man. Come on, bro. I need that 11.5 in my back pocket. I need it. Drake is the better basketball team. Let's not get it misconstrued. Let me, you know what I mean? Let me be for real here for a second. But I think 11.5, honestly, is too many points. I got this game. When you look at Drake and how they've played recently, almost all of their games, their last 5 have basically been competitive. And I'm just expecting this tournament style game to kind of be the same. Like Drake hasn't been that dominant, take you behind the shed team recently. And I don't think they do that to the Salukis today, man. I think the Salukis come up, show up, battle, and get us an ATS cover. So I'm on Southern Illinois. In the game, I just don't want to overcomplicate. I'm on UNC Cashville. I know they've lost back-to-back games to Presbyterian and Winthrop. but they're head and shoulders better than Charleston Southern in this one. I know they only beat them by what, 3? How long ago was that? It was a while ago. They only beat them by 3 last time they played. I think this time though they actually handled business because they're in the bounce back spot and they need a game to kind of get their shit together. So I'm gonna lay it with UNC Cashville in this one. I'm gonna lay the points. Nothing really else jumps off the page for me in that early slot, but let's keep it rolling, man. We'll finish out college hoops card. We got South Dakota out on the road versus North Dakota State. We got Murray State, no John Morant versus Bradley. Dayton versus VCU. Western Mich versus Bowling Green. Toledo versus Ohio. Central Michigan versus North Illinois. Kent State, Eastern Michigan. Zip, Akron. The Zips laying 19.5 on Buffalo. The Citadel, a.k.a.
Citadel.
The Citadel, man. 5.5-point dogs to VMI. Illinois, unranked Illinois. 4.5-point favorites over ranked Purdue. Where they got Illinois in the rankings, Chris? Like 27, 28? They got to be somewhere in like that range. We'll swing back to it in a second. We got SE Missouri versus Little Rock. App State versus Old Dominion. Winthrop versus Longwood. Memphis versus South Florida. Pepperdine versus Portland. We got North Dakota versus the real Dakota, the Jackrabbits of South Dakota State, land 7.5. Valpo, Northern Iowa. UNLV, North New Mexico. Boise, Colorado State. SIUE versus Tennessee State. And, man, we cashed yesterday on Sharp Chaser Special with San Diego. They're now 8.5-point dogs to LMU. Where they got Illinois at, Chris?
Illinois. So Illinois in the net rankings, where they just talk like national, just overall rankings, has them 17th. But if you're looking at the AP polls, they're not in the top 25. They were of the other teams that get votes, they were 6th. So I would put them 31st if that's how you count it. But
so basically, AP is an idiot. And the books and the line tell you what you need to know in this one today. That's my assumption. Not Chris, but Costi. A lot of college hoops in this back end of the day. How you feeling?
I'm gonna take App State here. They've been absolutely getting blistered at home against the spread, and it's just a fade of the trend. Old Dominion, on the other hand, has been hot. And it's as a fade of the trend on that one, on that side as well. They just played each other, and they played at App State, and now they're playing. Is it a neutral court? No, it's neutral. Yeah. So now I like the revenge in the tournament when they just beat them, and there's a reason why the line's 9. I expect App State to perform in this game. I just like what I've seen out of them early in the year. They struggled to finish the year. I think they're going to make a statement now in the tournament game. So I still trust this App State team, and I'm laying the number 9 against ODU. And then the other one, give me Citadel. Not a pretty pick. Not something you're going to sit here and get excited about. This team has been awful on the road. Now they're playing in the tournament. I don't think they beat VMI, but I expect them to keep it close enough. I think it's going to be a much closer game than you think. And so Citadel getting the 6 points.
I'm on Illinois, bro. Yeah, I remember Illinois heated up around this time last year, bro. Terrence Shannon and company.
Mm-hmm.
I remember they cost me so much money last season and a little bit early this season. I just came around on them, bro. The line tell you what you need to know. They're over a bucket favorite for a reason. Lay that shit, Illinois. I'm on South Dakota State. The Jackrabbits, I think they're head and shoulders a better basketball team. I think they win that game by double digits. Lay that with them over North Dakota. It's a lot of lumber to lay with the Zips, man. But guess what? I'm laying that shit because Buffalo is terrible. Akron rolling. They might be up by 15 at half, and so we don't need them to, you know what I mean? So it's just not what I want to overcomplicate. It looks like a daunting number until you're actually sitting there watching the scoreboard, and you're like, why was I even tripping? Lay the points there with Akron. And give me San Diego. Give me San Diego plus the points. And Sharp Chaser special again today. We're going to go outright fucking money line. Why not? Why not? Why not? LMU is not great, bro. They not. They losers of 4 of their last 5. San Diego done won back-to-back. I don't know, man. I got a feeling. What was the score last time these two teams played? LMU won 78-62. And they won the first one 77-70. San Diego money line. San Diego money line. Sharp Chaser special today. That's my one step back 3 in college hoops today. Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to take Purdue plus the 4.5.
No.
The only reason why I'm saying I get how you can get there with Illinois, being at home, senior day, and they have been starting to play better. The thing is for me is just I trust Purdue offensively. I think a little bit more. They have better guard play. They really take care of the basketball. They're a good 3-point shooting team, and that can take advantage of the weakness of the Illinois defense, which is defending the perimeter. They don't give up a ton of points from 3 for whatever reason. They have the best 2-point defense in the conference, yet everybody scores their points on Illinois inside. But Purdue can score from 3-point range. They're shooting 38.4% from 3 in conference. So to me, this just sets up as a 3-point game, whichever way you slice it. Purdue's the only team that can affect their standing with a win here. And what I mean by that is if they win, they pretty much can confirm that they get a bye into the quarterfinals. They get that double bye in the Big Ten tournament. If they lose here, there's a strong chance they can end up playing in the second round, lose that extra day of rest. Illinois can't fall any farther than 7th and can't get any higher than 5th, I think. So they're going to be playing on that in that second round. So I think that maybe Purdue steps up a little bit here, keeps it within 4.5. So give me Purdue in the points. My step back that feels more like a half court shot blindfolded is Buffalo plus the 19 against Akron.
No.
I just think Akron's just kind of going to go through the motions here. It's just like they've locked up the MAC regular season title, I'm pretty sure. Let me just make sure of that before I say anything. Yeah, they locked up the number 1 seed. They locked up the regular season championship. Buffalo's out. This is pretty much their national championship, try to finish this season on a high note. They're not going to win, but Akron's 1-6 against the spread, laying double digits this season. Obviously, the one they covered was against Buffalo.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I see Akron in some of these recent games. Like Akron laying 19.5 against Northern Illinois, won by 10. Laying 14.5 against Western Mich, won by 13. Laying 13 at home against Ball State, won by 8. I don't know. No! I regret whoever sent you those buttons. I don't because they remind me of Mitch, but I regret sending them to you because that's all I hear now. Man. I'm gonna lean towards Old Dominion. I'm gonna be the stick in the mud here. I'm gonna be the anti everybody today. I just don't trust teams that can't score. App State's got a good defense, but sometimes they're just like Murray State yesterday. Murray State covered, but they're teams that I worry about that can't cover big numbers because they rely heavily on defense to get the job done. And I think Old Dominion found something with those back-to-back wins. Maybe the tired legs are going to come back to haunt them at some point, but take a shot with 9 points with Old Dominion.
Fair enough, man. That's all for college hoops today. Let's skate on over to the ice, the National Hockey League Association, NHLA. We got the Jets, Jets, Jets on the road versus the Devils. Red Wings, Capitals. Hockey Club, Blackhawks. Wild Canucks. Penguins, Golden Knights. And the Blues versus the Ducks. I think I'm up.
Yep.
Bounce back game at home. It also happens to be a revenge game. Plus money, I gotta attack it. I'm on the Ducks. I'm sorry. I know the Blues are hot right now. I know they hot as hell. Wins before their last 5. And the Ducks' insanity run basically came to an end. But today, Friday night, at home, season on the line, the Ducks got to do it. They got to do it. They have to do it. I'm there. I got to attack that plus 130 money line today. And then I'm just going to do a little 2-team parlay, in and out. Golden Knights, money line. Hockey Club, money line. Just don't overcomplicate. A little 2-team parlay, a little in and out. So, number 3 I like today in the National Hockey League Association.
Well, yes.
Chris?
To anyone looking to bet the NHL today, I'm going to preach this on the wraparound bet. Tread very lightly. Do your research. Days the trade deadline for the NHL. So guys could be on the move. The Dallas Stars, if this is true, got even stronger by getting Mikko Rantanen.
Are you on the move?
I did just see that come across my phone.
That's a huge acquisition for him. If that's
they hit Chris with the franchise tag. He's on for another year.
Yeah, you're stuck. You're stuck with me for another year, so people can buy their jerseys, not have to worry about if I'm going to be here or not.
What does that mean? Like what position do you get paid for at Pick Dogs?
I have multiple positions. I do a lot. What position do you get paid for?
Hype man.
Starting left bench?
Yeah. Hey man. I'm the Kirk Cousins of Pick Dogs.
No.
Yeah, that might be the best comparison you could have made.
That's the best comparison. I'm telling you. I am the Kirk Cousins. Listen.
And
Jay. I'm not saying anything. Michael Penix Jr. It's Jay.
No.
Just,
No.
Get your game on, Jay.
No.
I'm over here telling you how to live your life, how to be a professional,
No.
navigating these things for you. Get my throws in with the practice team. Not complaining.
No.
I'm the Kirk Cousins of Pick Dogs.
For the last time, no.
Wasn't that spoken? You're like the Dan Orlovsky.
I like Dan Orlovsky.
Yeah, baby.
I do. I like Dan. I'll take it.
Man, nah, I'm fucking with you, bro. What you like here in hockey today?
You know what? Like Chris said, it's the trade deadline has me a little leery about trying to press anything today. It just gets a little dicey. But I'm going to take a shot here with a team that is not good at home, but I like the plus money. Give me the Chicago Blackhawks against the Utah Hockey Club. Hacky sack. Give me the Blackhawks. Plus 140.
I ain't mad at it. Even though it's going to lose, I ain't mad at it. Feel me? NBA action, man. National Basketball Association. What is it? 8-game card today. Hornets, Cavs. Cavs land 15.5. Raptors, Jazz. Jazz land 5.5. Chris.
Oh.
Are you taking the Toronto Raptors?
I don't know. I feel like I have to at this point. It's where they play their best basketball. If I had to pick anything in that one, it's probably Raptors. You said the Cavs Hornets was the other one, right? Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna take the Cavs. Fade of the Hornets more than nothing else. That's the only one I really feel comfortable with.
Costi?
Already gave a game.
No, you didn't.
No.
What are you talking about? Hockey?
Oh, you gave out the hockey. No, we're on NBA now.
No.
I got a lot going on. Listen, man. A lot going on. I apologize. Doing a webinar here. Presentation at 1 o'clock with some sharps. I'm getting like I feel like I'm in a corporate world over here. Got the slides. Got to make sure that I talk to my guy David Miller and keep him on track. It's kind of like Eric Pathy. Very hard to keep him on track. Very, very hard.
His Instagram story had me dying every day. He's an interesting person.
Bro, he's actually very entertaining. He reminds me of the guy in the movie A Beautiful Mind. Like when you talk to him, he's talking a different language. You can't even understand what he's saying. Like you try to get a play out of him and he says, well, if it's not 2, I'm not betting it. But what if it's 2.5? No. But do you like this? No. It's got to be reduced juice and it's got to match up with Circa. And we're pulling the sharp line. I'm like, Dave, just give me my guys just want the name of a team and they want to bet on it and they want to forget it. And it's very, those guys, they're like human robots. Like a lot of the guys you meet at Bet Bash. They're very dry in terms of the humor. And if you get off track and get them going, man, but his Instagram is lit. He's either doing steps on the treadmill, working out, partying with girls, or betting 75 accounts at the same time. There's no in between. So we're doing the first 2 NBA games?
The last 2.
What the fuck is going on here?
Sometimes you just ask, just.
I don't know. Maybe you did 3. Maybe you guys did the first 3.
You just be setting yourself up.
We're working backwards.
Yeah, we're starting.
How about that?
From the back.
How about that?
Yeah, we got.
Both of you, fuck. How about that?
Well, that's why this is my new favorite Costi bit: the middle fingers and that. How about that?
How about that? Okay.
Like fuck.
Fuck, man.
That's gonna be Costi on our new Pick Dogs merch. Is that on a T-shirt?
Guys, man.
Oh, that sounds good.
Woosah. Okay. Give me the Crafters at home. This is a fade of the Jazz. They've let me down. But they lost 3 of their last 4 at home. Or actually, 3 of their last 4 at home. They just were on an extended road trip. Now they're back home. The Jazz got to go through customs. Who knows who's playing for the Jazz? It looks like the entire roster is taking a break tonight. Give me the Crafters. Actually, sorry, take it back. Give me the Raptors, not the Crafters. At home, they're the Raptors. On the road, they're the Crafters. That's it. I'm not taking Cleveland laying 16 on the road.
I have no choice but to take Cleveland lay 16 on the road. I mean, at this point,
now you're playing with fire. I think. I do think you had the shot in January. Now you're playing with fire.
Yeah, and this is a team I want to play with it with. It's the best ATS team in the NBA.
Okay.
by a great margin. We're covering at a 66% clip, just taking the Cavs. They're the best record team in the NBA and the number one ATS team in the NBA. 40, 21, and 1 ATS this season. Lay it. Lay it. That's my thoughts. Charlotte's been in hell recently as well, so nothing here tells me take Charlotte. Cavs back healthy. I'm gonna lay it. And I'm on the Raptors. The Toronto Raptors, man. No longer Seattle, no longer the Craptors. The Toronto Raptors, man. Shout out to these boys. The third best ATS team in the NBA. They're covering at a 59% clip this season. They've 36, 25, and 1 ATS this season. And like Costi and Roof said, at home is where we trust them. At home is where we like betting them. Right now, currently at home, this team is computer moves slow. 19, 12, and 1 ATS. So I got no reason to doubt them here. Utah, they've officially entered outright tank mode. They're in the Cooper Flag sweepstakes. Just think about it. Cooper Flag, Utah. This the one Utah been waiting on. That's all I'm gonna say. It's the one they've been waiting on. So they gonna do everything in their power to make sure that they put themselves in the best position possible to acquire him. I'm on Toronto Raptors landing points in that one. Grizzlies, Mavs.
That's if he even declares, though, because there's a strong possibility that he might go back.
He's going to the NBA depending on the team.
That's no. I mean, that's exactly it. He wants to see where it falls.
If it's Utah, he goes. If it's like Washington,
I don't think so. I think it's the opposite. I think if it's like San Antonio for whatever reason, because don't they get someone's draft pick?
If it's this is what Gilbert Arenas said the other day, and I agree with him. He said, if it's Utah, they building him a statue day one. You feel me? You can't pass that up. If it's Utah, they are building that man a statue the minute he walk in the gym. So we'll see. It depends on the team. Like Washington, I don't see him going there. Portland, I don't see him going there. Charlotte, I don't see him going there. I could slick see him going to Dallas because the league got to repay that team for fixing the NBA's problem. Speaking of them, let's talk about them real quick. We got the Dallas Mavericks, 9.5-point home dogs with the Grizzlies rolling in, and we got the Heat laying 5.5 points on the Timberwolves. Bro, I don't think y'all truly understand, fam. The Knicks were in hell. The Knicks have been in hell my entire life. The Knicks ain't, you know what I mean? Carmelo had them a little relevant there for a while, but outside of that, the Knicks ain't really been relevant. The Lakers have been on a little downturn. The NBA ain't never good. The ratings are never good in the NBA unless the Lakers are good. The Mavs literally fixed the NBA, bro. They gave Jalen Brunson to the Knicks. They gave Luka Doncic to the Lakers. And don't forget, we had Porzingis over here too. And don't forget who was the X factor for the Celtics last season. It is just so fucking sickening to see what happened to the NBA at the detriment of the team I once loved. I'm sorry. I'm laying the points with Memphis. I don't love it. I really don't. This team hurt my brain. This team is coming off 4 straight home losses, man. Who the hell is this team? This is not the Grizzlies we have come to know and love. But Dallas is exactly what the doctor ordered. The Mavs only got 8 players available to play. A couple guys game time decision may be returning tonight, but I can't with a clear conscience bet Dallas right now, man. I've never seen a team go from perennial contender coming off a finals appearance with their generational superstar slated to come back, 4th seed in the West, and 30 days later have no present, no future, not in the playoff picture. I've never seen nothing like this happen in 30 days. In 30 days, bro. 30 fucking days. I'm fading Dallas. I'm on Memphis. And then I lean towards Minnesota. Minnesota's the better basketball team. Miami still don't trust them from an ATS perspective. Minnesota a little more trustworthy on the road. Looks like Gobert could be back today. Miami still really banged up. Keeping on the injury report. Burks game time decision. Wiggins, Jaquez, Ware, Hero. Almost everybody game time decision today. I'm leaning towards Minnesota on the road. Chris?
Yeah, not much I can add to that. I'm on the same side of both. I feel like it's probably gonna be the Texas Legends for the Mavs tonight, just with how many guys they got shelved, and the Grizzlies are just the better team. I think, yeah, even though this team has really struggled to put results together lately, at a certain point you kind of just got to block everything out and just be like fundamentals, basics. Who's the better team, and who's the healthier team? And to be honest, in today's day and age where every like guys get shut out or shut down for less for a game, I'm surprised that John Morant's not on the injury report. I'm surprised they haven't taken a chance to get a couple guys some rest, but maybe they're just gonna just go balls to the wall here and just make sure they can pick up a win and sort of get themselves back on track. So give me the Grizzlies. And yeah, I'm on the Timberwolves as well. This is a Timberwolves team that I'm always weary of because there's always a chance that they're going to fall back into old habits and live up to the name of the House of Disappointment. But the Miami Heat, they've got a laundry list of injuries as well. There are a bunch of guys listed as questionable, but at its core, even when they're healthy, there are times where the Heat just try to win low-scoring games and they can't score, and I can't take a small amount of points with a team like that. The Timberwolves are trying to get healthy as well. Gobert is listed as questionable. I'm going to roll with Minnesota here, and I like Anthony Edwards to have a lot of overs hit tonight.
Durant.
I'm on the Mavericks here. This is a fate of the Grizzlies. It's still an NBA team. Too many points at home. You've seen this Dallas team get shellacked the last 3 games. They're not covering, but there's always going to be a reversion in the mean. And I just trust them at home getting the points. Memphis has been struggling of late. It's not like they're just not covering; they're losing, and they're not. And 2 of the 4 teams they lost to are not even that good. San Antonio, who's all beat up, and Atlanta at home. So they're not playing good defense right now. JJJ not playing tonight. Triple J, I think that's a big reason for their defensive struggles here. And I just think it's too many points. So I'll take Dallas getting the points at home. I don't love it. I don't really love the NBA card tonight overall, but lean on Dallas. And I'm on Minnesota. I actually did this in my video. I loved it a lot more at 4.5. It's now ballooned to 5.5. The Heat have a laundry list of injuries. Minnesota on the road, I like them a lot better than laying 5.5 points at home. They play better on the road, and I just trust them. And against the Miami team that is just beat up, I don't know who's going to be able to stop Edwards, and he's going to have a game tonight in Miami, in South Beach. So I'll take him here.
We keep it rolling. We got the Thunder Buddies and the Blazers and the Nuggets and the Suns. Chris?
Yeah, Nuggets are nothing for me in this game because the Suns are just flat out unbackable as an ATS team just in general this season, despite the fact they still have, Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. The results have been bad. They're still one of the worst ATS teams in the NBA. Denver's started to figure it out in a lot of their recent games in terms of covering bigger point spreads at home. There was a little bit of a period where they kind of just went through the motions, just worried about winning games, didn't necessarily worry about covering them. But now they're starting to win games by margin. I mean, depending on where you got that Sacramento line last time out, you could have covered, but they blew out Charlotte in their last homestand. They blew out Portland twice. We've seen Phoenix get crushed in a bunch of different ways this season on the road. So if you can lose by 18 to Toronto and 11 to San Antonio, you can lose by 8 to the Denver Nuggets, even with guys questionable. So give me Denver in that one.
Costin?
Yeah, I'm on the Trailblazers here. The entire OKC roster is on break tonight. Maybe they're partying, relaxing, getting a nice day's rest. Portland, on this extended road trip, this is their 7th game on the road trip, and they've won 4 of them. So they've been competitive, and even the losses. I mean, they lost by 4 at Cleveland, and they lost by 10 at Boston. So it's not like, and those are the 2 best teams out in the East overall. So I trust them versus the backups of OKC. This is a day off for Oklahoma City. The line tells you everything you need to see. There's a reason why they're 2.5. If all the starters play for OKC, this line's 9.5, 10. So Portland for me. And the line tells you everything on Denver as well. I mean, for a Phoenix team that has what their roster, and they're still getting 7.5 points, the Nuggets go stupid, dummy, crazy. Friday night, this is the spot for them at home. They finally turned it around this year. Early in the season, they weren't as dominant at home and covering. Now they've rattled off a lot of wins, and they're 21-9 at home, and they've been consistently getting better ATS as well. They're now in the plus ATS at home. They're 16-13-1. I trust them. Line tells you everything. Lay the points here with Denver.
Not much to add. I'm on Denver. Trust them at home. Suns, second worst ATS team in the league. We've been fading them. We're going to continue to fade them. I'm on the other side. I'm on the Thunder Buddies. I don't care. Second unit going to come here and get a dub.
Is this a game where we go like the Peyton Pritchard, Derek White route, where we just take 2 random guys and score 30 points?
What's the starting lineup tonight for the Thunderbucks?
Probably. This is the Alex Caruso game tonight.
This is the Alex Caruso legacy game.
The Hartenstein game?
He's out.
Oh, Hartenstein's out too.
I kind of like Isaiah Joe might do something tonight.
I was just gonna say Isaiah Joe and Alex Caruso legacy game.
You're really reaching here.
No, I don't think so.
It was reaching the other night when Pritchard and Derek White went off for 40 apiece.
That's different. Come on.
All I'm gonna say,
Derek White to Isaiah Joe.
This is what I'm gonna say. For despite everybody out, everybody's out. Thunder is still favored. I'm on the Thunder. I'm on the Thunder. I don't like the spot for Portland either. Portland been on the road for 2 weeks.
They've been sleeping on not their own mattresses, not eating the same food, haven't seen their family in 2 weeks.
They go home tonight after this game.
Vacation.
You get 2 out of 3 at home coming up. They don't want to end the road trip. They've been playing well on the road, man. They have been.
I know, but this is the go home game. I'm on the Thunder. Let's not overcomplicate it, bro. Yep. Last 2 games on the card. We got the Los Angeles Clippers against the New York Knicks, and we got the Sacramento Kings against the Spurs. Costi?
Back at him a back-to-back here for the Knicks. I'm not sure. I wouldn't bet this game early in the day. Brunson's banged up. I need to see if he's going to actually play tonight. And honestly, with or without Kawhi, you see that the Clippers at home dominate. I just think 7.5 points is too much. think the line is right where it should be. I don't really have a lean on this game. I mean, if it was 4.5, 5, I would take the Clippers simply on the back end of a back-to-back with travel. Now there is a little bit of travel from one LA arena to the next, but the Knicks just played an overtime game last night. Not a lot of sleep. Then they have to do it all over again today. Depending on who plays, I got to see who's playing. This is a game that I would wait till closer to game time to bet. So small lean on the Clippers, but I don't think it's going to be a bettable game for me. And then the other one, I'm going to take a Ruffalo. I'm not taking Sacramento laying the points. Nah, I don't like that one either. Pass for me.
Clippers 21-9 ATS at home, covering in 70% of their games. Clippers 14-5 as a home favorite this season. I'm on the Clips. Don't overcomplicate. A terrible spot for the Knicks. On a back end of a back-to-back with travel. I mean, not really there in LA.
Yeah, there is. There is travel.
Well, there is travel. That's why I said it. There is travel.
Different hotel?
I doubt it's a different hotel.
I'm kidding.
I have a different hotel, but different arena for sure. Different gym.
A lot more graphics.
Following an overtime game as well. Following an overtime game. Their injury report's ugly. I'm expecting somebody to probably sit tonight. Clippers, just a different team, monster and animal, and that new multi-billion-dollar arena they built. Harden just went for 50 last game. Harden, one of them players where, like, he plays well in ebbs and flows. So it's usually a couple good games stacked together, and then he kind of tails off. So I think he probably on the night at home. The line's this big for a reason. I'm landing with the Clips. And I'm still fading the Kings. I'm sorry. I'm still fading them. I'm on the Spurs. Chris?
Yeah, it's a lean towards the Kings for me. They've been playing well. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt for a game, and if they bite me in the ass, well, then they go right back to where they started and on my shit list. But so depending on where you got that Nuggets number,
you can't leave that. No, you can't say somebody bite you in the ass and then say shit list after that. It's not right. I don't know where you're going with this, but
it's only weird if you make it weird.
Yeah, well, I made it weird.
Yeah, exactly. It was unnecessary to make it weird. Don't know where your mind's going.
Don't forget, I still remember you're a cherry picker. I'm not going to let that go.
Stop it.
I'm not going to let it go.
Well,
you are a cherry picker. You're the guy I despise.
If it's within the rules, if nobody wants, if somebody didn't
you're
allow
one of those guys. You're one of, I get it. You're one of those guys.
I'm a by any means necessary kind of player.
I'm not walking in front of you during
No,
this. Try to trip me.
Oh, then I won't try.
Jay already tripped me. Stupid. He was wearing that same hat, I think, too.
We said if we were talking about it yesterday. If we play Mississippi Valley State, who would throw the hat to injure someone?
Jay.
No, we said it was you.
No.
Oh yeah, you'd be you took the knowledge and you decided you ran with it. So now you know how to throw the hat to injure.
Telling you, going up for a layup, Jay somehow the hat falls off of his head, somehow mysteriously goes right under my foot as I come down, and I slip and almost do a full split in front of Desmond.
You're reading so much into this conspiracy theory. It's
telling you, Jay tried to take me out. I'm telling you. You guys say what you want to say. I played back the recording. It looked blatant.
There is no recording.
There is a recording.
I hope there's not a recording. All right.
When Des was humping up on you in the corner.
Stop it. Again, stop being weird. Oh my goodness.
It's not weird.
The way you said it was.
Well, it's how you thought I said it. It's not weird.
Don't spin this
back. You
back.
only made it weird.
Don't spin this back on me.
All right. Where'd Jay go?
I don't know. Probably got something going on behind the scenes. So it's okay. We can take over till he comes back. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the Kings until, if like I said, if it comes back to bite me here, then so be it. I just can't get on the Spurs. I think this is a team that's going to start playing for ping pong balls if they haven't already. Knicks, Clippers, and roll the Clippers. I know it's still a decent lineup. There's still supposed to be Cat, OG Anunoby, all these guys, but Jalen Brunson is a big part of that team, obviously. And the Clippers looks like they're going to have Kawhi. Looks like they're going to have James Harden. And like I said, they if you can find a way to win where James Harden drops 50 points and you have your two supporting cast members in scoring be Zubats and Bogdan Bogdanovic, I'll tip my hat to you. You earn the win there. They're 14-5, like Jay said, against the spread as a home favorite this year. I'll roll with the Clippers in this one. It is a big number. I liked it obviously a lot better at 4.5.
They started off cold this year at home. So the fact that they're 14-5 now says even more about it because that's how well they've been playing over the last couple months.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on board.
Just a big number. I don't know why I feel like I get it. It's a bad spot for the Knicks. I'm with you guys. Back at him at back-to-back with a little bit of travel. Maybe no Brunson, overtime game. It sets up for a blowout.
Well, and the Knicks, even if it wasn't overtime, they're still 2-7 against the number on no rest this season.
Yeah, totally understand. And that's why the line's 7.5. I get it.
All right, Costi, what do you have? What's going on over with Sharp Trading Plays? Let everybody know.
So we've actually, I've connected with a lot of different groups. You're going to start seeing Safer Syndicate group. This is not just my games. This is a group of like-minded individuals that are more behind the scenes because they're professional bettors. I then put those games on a silver platter to our big players only. This is not for guys that are betting small. I always recommend if you're betting small, definitely buy the handicappers independently, daily, weekly, monthly. But if you're a big player and you're looking to bet all sports with money management, with a lot more that goes into it than just the games, then shoot me a text. My number is right on the site under premium picks. I'm glad to talk to you, give you the options. And if it's for you, great. If it's not for you, I always defer right back to the site for any of the amazing handicappers because everybody on here is the best of the best. So you can't go wrong with anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. And for me, we'll see. Hopefully Jay's back in a minute. But for me today, I got my $15 college hoops play of the day. Nailed back-to-back ones with UAB last night. Hoping to go for 3 in a row. Headed into a loaded weekend. I said earlier, this is one of the smaller big college hoops cards because teams are getting eliminated. There's not as many games. Conference tournaments are happening for the smaller conferences. The bigger conferences are winding down their regular seasons. But this is a great time to jump on because there's still NBA and NHL as well. Usually for me, the 3-day and 7-day passes are less than buying each of Saturday's daily packages individually, and you get a few more days worth of plays. So sort of gets you the most bang for your buck. And you can use the promo code PICK at checkout, 15% off your purchase. But I also got my dog of the day on the board today as well for $25. I'm going to have an NHL play. So lots of ways to make you guys some money this weekend over at Pick Dogs. But I guess Jay's got something going on behind the scenes. But definitely check out Jay's plays. I know he's going to have his NBA play of the day on the board. You compare Jay and I up, compare us up with any of the other great handicappers at the website. But yeah, make sure you check out his play of the day. Jay's still on the NBA leaderboard. Been crushing it now. So this is a great time to do it because, like I said, there's a lot of action this weekend. So pair us up. There's multi-capper promotions. There's always something going on over at Pick Dogs. But Costi,
it's a guarantee. Think about it. You guys buy Ruffalo's play of the day, and Ruffalo does not win.
Let's not put that out there, but okay.
What's that?
I said let's not put that out there. But okay.
No, I'm saying if it happens.
Yeah, no, it does happen. I'm just questioning.
Listen, if you're a really good capper and you're going to lose 40% of the time.
Yep.
But if it happens to lose, you get a credit for the following day. You can't in this business. It's unheard of. Nobody does that in this industry, and we do. So, promise you guys, you'll be satisfied.
Yep. There it is.
Money making Friday, man. Let's do the damn thing, man. Let's do the damn thing. Hop on something long term. Hop on a 3-day pass. Hop on the play today. Let's make some money today, man. Y'all know what time it is. Parlay time, man. Parlay.
I think I almost got all the bases for your spiel, so we're good.
For sure.
I think I got you. I don't know. I may have missed something, so I'm glad you gave us something to touch up.
What you got today for the parlays, my man?
Let's go with St. Louis Blues. Let's go with the over in South Dakota State and North Dakota, and Purdue plus 4.5.
Costly.
I'm going to go. We'll do an all NBA. We'll do Toronto Raptors, Minnesota Timberwolves, Los Angeles Clippers.
4-teamer for me. Salukis. Zip. San Antonio. Cleveland. 4-teamer. Cleveland, San Antonio, Salukis, zip accurate. 4-teamer. Money Making Friday, man. We'll be back tomorrow. Morning show. Last really huge college hoop Saturday, man. Make sure you're here. Be square. Or you'll be square, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Jam session will be up after the show. Premium plays will be posted up right after the show. That's all I got for y'all today, ladies and gentlemen, man. Appreciate y'all more than y'all know. Chris, Costi, any final words from y'all, fellas, before we get out of here?
Make it a winning day. Let's crush it today. We got a big card tomorrow. Build up that bankroll to do it.
Guys, don't sit back and try to overcomplicate 100 games tomorrow on your own. Trust one of the experts on this site to make you money that does the homework. This is how people get crushed. There's 100 games on the board tomorrow. Don't overcomplicate it. We put in 12-hour days putting out the videos and getting you guys winners. And if you want best bets, these guys, Jay and Chris, will definitely make you money. So hop on one of their weekend packages. You won't be disappointed.
Appreciate y'all. See y'all tomorrow. I'm out of here. Peace.